Today I experienced what it must have felt like for early human scholars like Aristotle when they'd sit and ponder the deep, complex issues plaguing society, as well as taking notice of things going on around them and trying to make sense of all of it. And today, my philosophical thought experiment was, why is every single new movie that's coming out flopping? With the exception of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, most new movies that are coming out over the last few months are setting new records for how dog shit they're performing in the box office. These bad boys are flopping harder than LeBron James against the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. It's getting rough. And I just read this headline here about a movie I didn't even know existed being DreamWorks' lowest opening for anything they've ever made, called Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken. It brought in just $5.2 million so far on opening weekend. And this is a $70 million budget, and that doesn't account for any of the marketing costs. So this is looking like a historic bomb here. And this isn't alone. Elemental is still in theaters and is not performing well. It was Pixar's second lowest opening ever, I believe. Like, what's going on here? It was a question that I wanted an answer to, so I got deep into exploring the inner machinations of my mind in order to get an answer. I was nearly ready to draw a bath and really get after it, really exercise my noodle. And following this thought line to its natural conclusion, you reach two questions. Are movies just getting worse, which is why people don't really care to go see them? Or do people just not really have an interest in going to a movie theater anymore? Pretty much everything we do in our day-to-day lives has become extremely convenient, whether it's ordering food or just general entertainment. You can watch pretty much every show and movie from the comfort of your own home. And you don't have to pay individually for each movie you want to see because eventually they hit streaming platforms that you have a subscription to. So going to a movie theater is inconvenient. You have to drive to the theater. It's also expensive because the ticket prices just keep increasing exponentially. And God have mercy on your soul if you get a little appetite or a little thirsty and decide to buy something from the concession stand, because then you're out another $50 buster, because that shit is outrageously priced. It is downright criminal how expensive things are at a movie theater. I went to see a movie today. I saw the new Indiana Jones. I'll get to that in a moment, but it's what put this discussion top of mind for me. And I bought a water bottle. And not only did they have the gall, the fucking chutzpah, to sell me a Dasani water bottle, but they charged me $8 for the Dasani water bottle. That is sewage. Dasani is literally sewage in a bottle, and I paid $8 for the sludge. I really would have rather paid $8 for each employee there to spit into a cup and I'd drink that. Not only would it taste better than Dasani, but I'd feel less scammed. Point is, it's expensive going to a movie theater, and it's inconvenient. So, is that the reason why a lot of people are choosing not to go, leading to so many box office disasters recently? It's a lot of questions that I've been looking at answers for the last few hours since coming back from the movie. And I wanted to just kind of talk about it because I find it so interesting. So let's dive into the first question. Are movies just getting worse? And is that the reason why people aren't bothering to go? Because it's not worth their time to see it? I think the answer to that is probably no. But I do think movies are getting less original. Because the budgets for films have gone up so much, like most films are like $70 million plus budgets. Most of the time even going north of 100 mil, 200 mil, and in the case of like Indiana Jones, 300 mil. These are, and it's an outrageous amount of clams in order to produce a modern blockbuster. So when you're gambling with that amount of money on a movie, most of the higher-ups like to make sure that it's the safest possible investment they can make with it. So they choose to either make sequels or reboots or remakes, something that they know has a built-in core audience. So that's why you see most of what hits theaters these days is kind of derivative of other properties or just straight up a sequel. And I think that leads to a lot of people feeling like they've just kind of already been through this song and dance before. You're not getting a ton of unique experiences from huge blockbusters anymore. And I think that does play a role in it, but I don't think that necessarily means the movies themselves are worse. They're just so much safer. They just play everything super safe and by the book. Now, that's of course not talking about every movie that hits theaters. There's still a lot of companies that are doing lower budget productions that are far more creative and original. Of course, things like A24 and production houses like that. But on the whole, most of the big blockbusters are very generic, and it's food that you've had before. You're basically just getting junk food that you know isn't exactly like the best thing there is, but it's still good enough for a lot of people, and it has been that way for a long time. But I feel like at this point, people are just losing that sweet tooth. They don't really care to just keep seeing the same shit over and over again. Like superhero movies. Superhero movies, even the worst ones, used to still turn a massive profit. It was an infinite money glitch for a while, but now it's been patched. Superhero films aren't guaranteed to make you money. Case in point, The Flash. The Flash came out, and it had a crazy marketing campaign behind it. They had all kinds of celebrities singing its praises, celebrities that you would think would hate it. Like Stephen King was going crazy about it, talking about how good it was. Tom Cruise really loved it, saying, you know, this is a certified semen siphoner. It's gonna make you nut, trust me. Kojima just posted a tweet talking about how great it was. Just so many celebrities talking about it being great, which I still believe was some kind of like paid marketing campaign that they haven't disclosed. I still find it so hard to believe after seeing the movie that all of these celebrities lost their fucking mind over it. Like, it's a fine film, but nothing that I think really changed the whole landscape. But they were talking about it like it reinvented the whole superhero genre.
Amen.
And it still bombed in the box office. Now, of course, there are other factors at play, like Ezra Miller and the crime spree Ezra Miller went on that went completely unpunished.
Oh, just
there are certain things like that at play with The Flash, but I still think even if that wasn't the case, the movie probably wouldn't have been a glowing success then either. I think there is legitimately superhero fatigue because most people are assuming that they've already seen all of this kind of shit before, so probably aren't going to bother going through the inconvenience and the extreme cost of driving to a theater, paying for the tickets, when instead they could just wait for it to conveniently drop on their favorite streaming platform and watch it from home without spending a fucking dime, really, aside from the subscription cost. And to extend this a bit deeper for today's experience, like I mentioned, I saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. It's the 5th entry into the Indiana Jones franchise. I actually saw it with my parents. This is the first movie we've seen together since the Avengers movie, the first one, back in like 2012. So we decided to go to the theater and see it together because we all really like Indiana Jones. And it turns out the film is really struggling a bit with a $60 million debut. Now, this isn't exactly like a hard turbo flop or anything, but it's opening to less than what Kingdom of the Crystal Skull opened to back in 2008. And for a lot of people, that movie is considered a legitimate abomination in the Indiana Jones franchise, so I think there is a chance that people just wrote off the franchise after that one and maybe didn't even bother giving this a chance. I'm really not sure. But yeah, the movie is not performing nearly as well as they expected it to, despite the film's budget being like $300 million, which doesn't even account for the marketing costs, at least according to the numbers I'm seeing online. So this is a movie that needed to generate huge buzz, tons of doubloons, in order to turn any semblance of a profit, and it's not looking likely at the moment. So after watching the film, I'll give you like a little pseudo moist meter here. It's a fine movie. I don't think it's very good, but I don't think it's bad either. Like, I wouldn't say that this is an example of a movie that's so shitty that people probably just wouldn't bother going to a theater to see it. It's one of those movies where it doesn't really try to do anything interesting. It plays it very, very safe. You go there, you'll be entertained for the runtime, but it's not something that you'll really remember on the drive home. It's something that's easily forgotten. There's nothing wrong with it. I think there's a lot of goofy moments in it that don't make a whole lot of sense, as well as a couple of plot holes, but I'm not here to do a spoiler review for this. I'll just say overall, it's probably the second worst Indiana Jones movie. I still think it's probably a little bit better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but not by much. It doesn't even come close to the original trilogy. But again, I don't think it's like, you know, an affront to God or anything. It's not horrible. So this wouldn't really be something that I would think would be an example of movies are just getting worse and that's why no one's going to see them. But I do think this is an example of this is a very safe, generic movie that most people probably wouldn't bother to see. In movie theaters, that is. This would be something you'd flip on when you're, you know, just perusing your streaming platform of choice. And you'd throw it on for, you know, some background noise. Or if you need something to kill fucking like 3 hours. This movie is way too long. I'm not just gonna give a whole Indiana Jones review here, but point is, I don't think this is a movie that's so bad that it's scaring people away from going to see it. It's just, I do think it's not a movie that would get people excited to go. They tried to revive a beloved franchise again, and that bet is no longer working these days. Most people have seen through shameless cash grabs that just try and like piggyback off the goodwill of a great franchise that they knew and loved. And I think that's one of the big things that people are now just being kind of more conscientious of. Like, I know it's probably not going to be as good as the originals, so I'm not going to go out of my way to pay a ton of money for the tickets, and I'm certainly not going to pay a ton of money for the drinks and food. Because I swear to God, with the prices the way they are, you'd have to choose between paying for a bottle of Dasani or paying for a handful of rare earth minerals. Like, there's going to be like the same cost of a diamond at some point for a fucking bottle of Dasani at a movie theater. But yeah, I don't think that the main deterrent for people going to a theater is movies getting shittier, but I do think them refusing to take big, like, blockbuster risks on new IP or, like, more bold creative projects is definitely something that is not doing them any favors. But I think by far the biggest contributing factor is it's pricing people out, and it's just not convenient anymore, whereas everything else in the world is just getting more and more convenient, whereas going to a movie theater is going the opposite direction. It's getting less and less convenient and more expensive. So it's just one of those things where I think that's the biggest thing at play here for a lot of these flops that have been happening. Not necessarily that the projects are shittier. Like, Ruby Gilman could be an absolute masterpiece. I have no fucking idea. But I don't feel like going to a theater to see it because it doesn't really capture me as, like, worth the inconvenience of going there for it. Same with Elemental. Elemental just seems like a really kind of generic film. And that's not enough to get me, like, in the car, and putting my ass in the seat in order to watch it just to see if it is generic or if it's, like, great. I don't really feel like bothering with that, and I feel like that's the way a lot of people feel because it's expensive and it's inconvenient. So that's kind of my guess for the flops. Just something I was thinking about today watching Indiana Jones and learning that it was not doing super hot in the box office, and I thought for sure Indiana Jones was going to be a shoo-in for profit, but clearly not. I think the age of being able to just kind of phone it in for movies and blockbusters and being able to make, tons of money off of very lazy writing or very generic storytelling and productions, I think that age is kind of behind us now. I think in order to stand out in the box office, it's being proven recently that you need a very strong, good movie. Like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That film is absolutely exploding. Another good example is Puss in Boots 2. Like, I think now we're entering an age where people are only going to go to a theater if it really seems like something special that will be worth their time and they'll get a great experience out of it. As opposed to how it used to be where people just kind of go to a theater to see anything, even if it looked kind of generic, because, they were in malls and everyone was out and about, like, in malls and shit. So, I'll check out the newest superhero film just because it's there, and it'll probably just be, some mindless entertainment for a little while, and it wasn't that expensive back then compared to now. So I just think times are changing in the movie industry, and top level execs aren't really realizing that, so they're just pouring more money into generic films, safe films, things they perceive as safe, and they're not getting the returns that they're expecting anymore, which I think is an overall good thing. I'd love more creative projects. I think everyone would. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. That's it. See ya.
All right.
Cool. Oh my god.
Who wants to lead in? Oh, we have the song, by the way. Should we use it or edit it in later?
No,
Play it.
use it, yeah.
Play it, yeah.
All right, well, here you go.
Fucking Moist looks so young.
Episode 200. And we're here, we're ready. And you're listening to the band Houndskull, also among our listeners. Their links, their Bandcamp, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all in the description. Check them out. I love them. Thanks for letting us use your music once again. Jackson, want to take us in and explain what we're going to do today?
What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P. We're back today with some setup tips and hacks to improve your setup, whether it's just a general desk setup, your work setup, gaming setup, anything like that. Talking organization, aesthetics, cable management, all that good stuff. If you see anything you like, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out for your setup. And starting us off is this thing. This is a cable spine, and you may have seen these before, and yes, they're meant to resemble vertebrae in a spine with the way it moves, and it does so for a very specific reason. Each vertebrae, or block is what we'll call them moving forward, is 2.5 inches wide and can total 48 inches in length for this, but each block can also be removed if you want to make this smaller overall. There's also 4 separate channels inside each block. I'd say you can probably fit about 20 cables total inside this, depending on the thickness of your cables that is, but you just snap them into the little cutouts to keep them in place, route it down the length of the spine, and now your cables will be neatly organized. Now the reason it's designed like this with a very particular construction is for sit-stand desks. The spine flexes and moves to the height you adjust your desk to, all while keeping your cables organized and from pulling or tugging. The base is also weighted, so it won't move off the floor either, giving you much better cable management with all your cables in one place, and you won't have to worry about them, getting caught up when you adjust the height of your desk. You can also use this with a standard desk, but I'd say it's just kind of pointless. So you can pick this up in either black or a white color option. Black if you want to sort of blend it into the legs of your desk, or white if you want it to be sort of like flush if you have a white wall, and it's just around $30. But for one of my favorite cable management tricks are these reusable silicone and magnetic cable ties. These have so many uses, and I've actually bought 2 packs of these, and they come in packs of 20 because they're just really versatile. I've used them for a while, and they found their way all throughout my studio and setup. So first, taking a look at them, the loop cable tie is just over 7 inches in total length with a magnet on each side, so you figure around 3.5 inches when closed. And the magnet lets you do things like take it apart and wrap it around cables numerous times, then snap the magnets back together so it all locks it nice and neatly into place. But where these have made their way to the majority of my setup is with hiding cables and keeping them behind my desk and out of sight. With the magnets, I can snap them around a bunch of cables to keep them together in one loop, and then attach the cable to a desk leg, for example, so it'll stay in place and then be behind the leg so it's not visible. So whether it's for organizing cables in a drawer, a camera bag, your PC cables behind your desk, these are clutch and they're only like $15. And hey, you could even daisy chain these together if you need like a longer one. Why not? Now this next one's interesting, so you're gonna have to hear me out, but I know a lot of you guys, especially if you're familiar with me and my channel, you're like me in the sense that you have a lot of peripherals, both with different sets of mice and keyboards, and that's where this acrylic organizing storage rack comes in play. This 3-tier display stand lets you keep your peripherals at an arm's reach, all without cluttering your desktop as that's just taking up vertical space. So say you swap between different keyboards for different uses, but you don't want them just lying around your desk or scattered throughout your room, and you gotta look for it when you need to use it. This will do the trick. With it being acrylic, it also looks cleaner in the sense where your peripherals are almost just like floating. And say you want to add a 4th peripheral up top, you can, but I'd keep the top 2 lighter accessories personally. Now about those gaming mice, on the back side is a tray with 4 grooves. This is meant for additional storage, fits things like controllers, remotes, and up to 4 gaming mice, as those grooves in the cutouts help keep the hump at the back of the mouse in place, since they're going to be stored vertically here. I'm sure a lot of you have multiple gaming mice as well, so I like the fact that this fits it just for that instance. I personally really dig it. It's a simple idea, and again, with the nature of my work, I have a lot of peripherals I swap between. And I have it decked out with other accessories like macro pads or remotes up top, but can also be great for flash drives or smaller accessories. It comes in just around $25. It comes with this clear option that I have, as well as a black acrylic color. And if you're not a fan of that, that's okay. There's something else that I showed off in an episode of Cool Tech Under 50 last year. That's this Wally pegboard for desktop organization. This metal 12x12 pegboard is modular and comes with 8 additional pieces you can use with it to your liking and needs. Things like a shelf attachment, cable organizers, 2 hook hangers, 2 storage pockets, letting you get the most out of your space and just giving you flexibility when it comes to setting this up with different configurations, and that's the fun part. The hangers are great for holding controllers, headphones, any peripheral really, Use the shelf or pockets for pens, pencils, flash drives. Really whatever you have lying on your desk adding to the clutter can now be easily organized with the Wally. It's also capable of being wall mounted as well if you don't want this physically on your desk. It's all up to you. But the quality is what really sold me on this. The metal board isn't flimsy, it's well made, the base is solid so it won't slide around your desk, and it's just under 20 bucks, which is a steal. Now I checked Amazon, it hasn't been in stock in a while, so I'll drop an alternative one which looks pretty much identical in the description down below. Another way to keep the desktop clean is with less things on it. So ditch the traditional desktop lamp and pick up a monitor light bar. I just showed this off in an episode of Cool Tech Under 50 on the channel, and these have exploded in popularity over the last few years. And this one in particular is pretty cool because as you can see, it has a wireless control dial as well as RGB lighting up top to complement the light underneath shining down. So you can illuminate your wall with some color and then brighten your desktop at the same time. So you can illuminate your wall with some color and brighten your desktop at the same time. So underneath for the main light, it's adjustable to dial not only for brightness, but color temperature as well. And then up top, you can pick between static colors, the RGB wave, or have it pulsing along to the audio going on in your room. The light bar also has a slight curve to it, so if you have a curved monitor, it'll just aesthetically sort of fit in nicely, but if not, obviously not a big deal, it's still compatible. I just think it's a really cool alternative instead of adding RGB lights behind your monitor or having a physical lamp on your desk. Now, whenever you want to adjust your light at an arm's reach, you have the wireless control dial, again, adjust the brightness, the color temperature, your RGB lights, all without physically touching the light bar itself. This particular light bar is usually around 80 to 90 bucks on Amazon, which yeah, is kind of expensive for what it is, but they also have a basic one that I'll put down below that I also have, so you can pick between either the RGB model or just the regular light bar. Now let's talk some ergonomics. So Cherry makes this thing called a slide pad. It's an armrest, not a wrist rest. This is actually made for your forearms, more specifically like in the workplace I'd say, or for an office setup when it comes to typing for a long period of time. As you can see, it's decently sized, on the large end I'd say. The top is soft and curved to prevent any pressure points on your arms during use. So if you don't have or use a traditional wrist rest with your keyboard already, this could be an option. This is sold as a one pack, so you can buy two if you want one for each arm, but they can also be used interchangeably for both hands. You know, it's not like it's just for your left or right hand. And I'll be honest, at first I was kind of like, but it does comfortably elevate your forearms overall. So for me, I was now more in line with my keyboard, and at my typing angle, it was actually pretty comfortable at this naturally elevated cushion 90-degree bend to the elbow. There was no straining or cramping over long periods of time with typing, and I now didn't have any contact with the edge of my desk or my mouse pad, which can be irritating on your forearms. The bottom of the slide pad is PTFE feet, so you don't have to worry about it scratching your desktop surface. It's the same Teflon feet you can find on gaming mice, so it'll still slide around with you and move with your forearm movements. For typing or coding, yes. But for gaming, I'd suggest just use the one for your keyboard arm because the increased elevation just wasn't the best for quick mouse movements in game. And I felt that for a gaming mouse, it was actually sort of increasing the strain in my hand since I was relying more on these dramatic wrist movements with my forearm kept snugly in place. However, for gaming, I would recommend the Delta Hub Carpio G2.0, which is literally designed for gaming and to be used with your mouse. And yes, shamelessly, I'm also pumped to show off our Midnight Camo collaboration that I have with them. But fans of the channel will know by now, this isn't just like a one-off thing. I'm not shilling for them. I genuinely used and showed off previous iterations of this, dating back to 2020 originally. This collab release is just a new specialized colorway you can pick up if you want to match it to your setup or style. The G2.0 has an adjustable magnetic band, so it stays on your wrist during use, and underneath it's coated in a slick Teflon. So again, it'll move with you on your mouse pad and not cause any drag or resistance to your mouse movements or aiming. Each model is gonna have its own unique midnight pattern, that's just the way, you know, they're cast, but I love the color mix in with the stark black. Now I'll say the same thing I said previously. At first, using this is definitely going to be possibly daunting because anytime you sort of add something new to your usual gameplay routine, it could potentially, you know, interfere with what you're used to when it comes to muscle memory and stuff like that. So I'll say it's going to take some time to adjust to. However, after like 2 days of actually using it, it just started to feel natural and you won't even really notice it. But I do understand this won't be something for everybody. But I'm telling you, if you just take the time to use it and adjust to it, your wrist will thank you. This also goes without saying, obviously you can just use this for whatever, not just gaming. All in all, I'm really digging it. Pumped to have our Midnight Camo collab out to the market for you guys. And they do have different sizes, small or large. You also have models for lefties and righties, and retail for $60. Then real quick, not the most interesting, but how about some cleaning tips? Be honest, how many times have you cleaned or wiped down your mouse since you've been using it? With the amount of times you touched your mouse and touched other things and then touched your mouse, you know, over a while, your mouse is gonna get dirty. A pack of Clorox wipes is like $3 to $5. Wipe your mouse down, like once a month. Wipe your wrist rest, your keyboard, things that you're always touching that you're not thinking about that you probably haven't cleaned. It's like your phone screen. Then another little cleaning tip are these Mr. Clean magic erasers. So again, when it comes to your setup and you want to keep things visually clean as well.
Okay, no. Don't use magic erasers. They are abrasive. They will eat your paint. Don't use them on anything. Seriously. You'll fuck shit up. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. It's really, really, really fine grit sandpaper. Don't do it.
All right, so you have scuffs on your wall just from things over time, scuffs on your desk. These little magic erasers are just that, magic. You know, over time I've gotten scuffs on my wall from who knows what. With the amount of things that I'm always mounting and moving around and changing out, it happens. So this just wipes all that off. You don't have to repaint or touch up your wall. Same thing goes for your desk. If you got some marker on it, this takes it all off. Another cheap pickup as well. They have like a pack of like 2, 4, or 6.
Like
this one was like $5.
Plastic.
Now this next one is gonna be a hack, mostly for streamers, but content creators as well.
Like
and it might sound dumb at first, but trust me.
Sure.
This is neon green masking tape. Yes, when it comes to your setup, there's no such thing as thinking too far outside the box. This neon green masking tape can be used to key out as a green screen when you want to get creative with what you decide to mask and key out. So for example, when I'm sitting at my desktop and at my setup for a stream, I'm in front of a green screen and I'll have my shotgun mic usually right in front of my face so it picks up my vocals the best. That's how they're designed with this pickup pattern. However, it's always in the frame of the shot and would look dumb and annoying to look at during a stream. Enter the masking tape. Whether you're applying the chroma key effect in OBS real time or afterwards in your editing software during your editing and post-production work, whatever you want to disappear in your shot, you just add this green tape to and key it out and it'll now become invisible to the stream. And you can see it's still there too. I didn't just fake it for this shot. It's just not visible anymore because with the green screen tape on it, it's now fully keyed out. This lets me have a cleaner layout on screen, and I don't have to worry about the microphone being too far away from me, you know, to keep it out of the frame. It's still right there, and since the tape is on the outside of the literal side of the microphone, the diaphragm inside isn't affected, so I don't have to worry about it worsening my sound quality. You can also get real dumb with it, like I did here to show you guys with a desktop mic. I just taped up the shock mount and the pop filter on the right side, so again, the actual microphone quality won't be compromised, but the green tape will allow me to hide anything I apply it to with just a little chroma key action. It's like $10 for a roll, you can get it in different widths and sizes, but a nice little hack for sure.
Bruh.
So what do you guys think? What are your favorite hacks and tips I showed off today? Let me know.
Yo, the green masking tape. That green masking tape is a fucking super good idea. Such a good game. That is disorienting. I apologize. fucking Arden?
We have the lead. Team deathmatch. Contact. Changing hostile marked.
Multiple movers! I'm reloading.
Friendly UAV on station.
On your six.
Hardline online.
Enemy contact. Reloading. Taking fire.
We've lost the lead.
Let's go back fire. Yes. Enemy down.
Changing mags!
Hostile UAV in this sector.
Changing mag.
Why do I suck?
Throwing Semtex.
Hostile UAV overhead.
Excuse me.
Copy that. UAV is on station.
Excuse me, sir.
Hostile mortar strike in the area.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Sir.
Quick fix online. Copy. Smoke. UAV is being fuel. RTB at this time.
Sir.
Precision airstrike ready for tasking.
On your 6. Swapping mags.
Yes, sir.
Enemy is gaining ground. Push them back.
Ah, sir.
Hostile UAV active. Moving here. Moving here.
Sirs. Oh, you bitch. Ah, sir. How dare you? Excuse me. Sir. Sir. Sirs.
Be ready to deploy. Pashня, Pashня. Hostile
Excuse
is
me,
online.
sir.
Target spotted.
Come on. Eat this.
This is Phoenix 2-3. Visual on the target. Strike inbound.
Put that down for no reason.
Copy that. Friendly UAV online.
That's valid. I did run out there.
No hits on that round. Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
That was my fiend. Sir,
Our UAV is orbiting
how'd you
the
miss me that
area.
many times? I
Hostile
missed
UAV
like that.
in the sector.
Fuck, pass.
Hostiles deploy the
On your
sentry.
6.
We're getting hit hard. Hostiles launching cruise missiles.
My shit didn't hit anybody. Everybody else's seems to be real fucking hot. Please don't let that be
Failed.
the...
Return to base.
Ugh. Please don't let it. God damn it, it is. Excuse me, sir. GG. Yeah. And there's no free shit. Weird.
Kill confirmed. Destroy the enemy and collect their tags.
I've got contact.
Movement in the castle last.
We've secured the lead.
Excuse me, sir. Oh.
The enemy has the lead.
Got one.
Confirmed. Enemy KIA.
Sir.
Hardline activated.
Oh! Fuck.
Friendly UAV on station.
Ooh.
Check fire.
God damn.
Changing mags.
Enemy is close.
Damn. Is that the fucking...
Covering a 6.
Friendly UAV online.
Exactly. Sure.
Tag secure. Kill confirmed. We have the lead.
Oh shit. Clap. Clap. Oh damn, you can fucking climb everywhere here.
Moving to my mark.
That's kind of silly.
Quick fix.
You can just like vault sideways. Just kind of parkour. Oh. Really need a bigger mag.
Copy that. UAV is on station.
Has anybody maxed out the new SMG? And does it come with a bigger mag?
Secure the kill.
Enemy lighting me up.
Ew.
UAV is being a fuel. RTB at this time.
Sir?
We've
Ooh.
lost the lead. We've lost
Kind
half
of.
the field. Fight back.
Good God, in my bag. Thank you. Eat dick, sir.
Confirmed one.
Ooh. I would have way more call-outs. I just don't know this map at all, so I apologize.
Hostile UAV active.
Holy shit, this is... Whoa. Oh my god. Oh, you... Yeah, I was 19? Holy shit. I'm old. I'm 32. Fuck. Yeah, 26 sucks wasn't bad, so it doesn't really get much worse. It doesn't get much better. Yeah, after 2021, yeah. I think the real shit starts to break down at like 35. We'll see. And you died. Sir, I'm gonna need you to contact HR
Убийки подтверждено.
per my previous email.
Basic, check fire. Got target.
Nah, guys, we can't all sit at the end of the same hallway.
Proximity.
Yo, I'm sticking upstairs because they seem to love just staying together at the end of hallways.
KIA.
Motherfucker. Good night.
Copy that. UAV is
EKIA confirmed.
Ooh, this
losing
fucking guy. Eat.
Tag secure. Kill confirmed.
How are we fucking losing? I feel like I'm
UAV is
doing
being
alright. I feel like everybody else is doing
Confirmed,
alright.
one.
Well, no, never. Oh, fuck me. That's how. I just keep farming kills for them.
Copy that. UAV copy. Visual.
Shit.
Cluster mine ready to deploy.
Everyone's sus until
Secured,
proven
thank you.
innocent. So I hate it when there's enemies right in front of players and then their shit just looks blue. That was annoying. Oh yeah.
Mission compromised. We are
Hey, I
defeated.
wasn't the final kill though. Hey, fuck him. Damn. I do terrible. These matches are too short. Where the fuck is Yelly? Yay.
Point. Hold Strasser, capture and hold the target area. Target area confirmed. Get to the hard point. Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Location updated. Capture the hard point. Hard point compromised. Secure the area. Enemies inside the perimeter. UAV ready to deploy.
Copy that. UAV is on station.
Enemy personnel at the hard point. Hard point compromised. Secure the area.
Be advised, UAV.
Hard point relocating. Stand by. Hard point relocated. Secure the target area.
I fucking saw him up there.
Our UAV is orbiting the area. Care package ready to deploy.
Solid copy. Care package deployed on your mark.
The enemy is gaining ground. Push them back. Locating the next hard point. Get VTOL ready for tasking. Target area updated. Move to the...
Copy. Phoenix 2-3 is on station. Ready for tasking.
Hostile UAV over.
Sorry, Tim. Oh shit! Sorry. Ooh, sorry.
Enemy personnel at the hard point. Hard point relocating. Stand by. Quick fix activated. Hard point relocated. Secure the top. We're getting hit hard. Sentry ready to deploy.
Phoenix 2-3 is bingo. We're RCB is
I'm with you.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Enemy!
Covering your 6.
Location up. Capture the hard
Bruh.
point.
Oh shit. Come on.
Enemy personnel at the hard point. Friendly UAV on station. Hostile UAV active. Locating the next hard point. Get ready. Target area updated. Move to the Pasha. Hostiles deploy the counter UAV.
Yeah, I don't.
We may be compromised. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Hostile precision airstrike. Get to cover.
Eat dick.
Mission failed. Return to base.
The enemy's taken the lead.
Taking fire! Covering your 6! Throwing grenade!
Copy that.
Multiple movers! On your 6! Hostiles in the area!
Hostile unity in the area. Hard line.
Contact!
Damn. This is rough.
Target sighted! Left one! Loading!
UAV standing by.
Man. Fuck am I doing?
Hostile cluster mine deployed.
Throwing grenade!
Enemy UAV active. Enemy UAV overhead. The enemy's taking ground. Push them back.
On your 6! Buffing crack!
Hostile UAV in the area. Quick fix online. Friendly UAV on station.
Assault rifle here!
Enemy UAV active. Friendly cluster mine set. Friendly mortar strike on the way. We're getting hit hard.
On your 6!
Hostile care package in the area. Enemy UAV overhead.
Okay. Alright, I guess I'll be going in myself then. Do I want a basilisk? You know what though? Turn it into the dual fucking big fucking nuts. All right, let's get some good randos. Boys, no microphones, no nothing. Fuck. Oh, thank God. Okay. All right. I got a fucking thing. I got a stronghold key card if anybody wants to get a stronghold.
Welcome to Al Mazrah. Exploring, looting, and securing intel will open access to missions and targets. Expect resistance from local forces and watch for other operators in the AO.
Got eyes on an enemy stronghold.
Got a contract here.
Enemy supply sites in your area.
Yo, what?
We need them destroyed. Marking locations on your TAC map.
Get to cover! Took a round! Bollocks!
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'm taking fire! I will not let you die!
Thank you. I thought this fucking single stack mag was gonna fucking do something. Holy shit, was I wrong? Fuck. Alright. Well.
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
I've got you, mate.
Moving here. Enemy special forces here.
Taking fire! Moving here.
Got you. Go, go.
Taking effective fire.
Charge set. Secure the area or start moving to the next target.
Fuck.
I need mid-caliber rounds.
Target destroyed. 1 to go. Set a charge on the supplies and destroy them.
I need mid-caliber rounds.
Stay with it. It's nothing.
I got you.
Taking effective
fire!
Ultra One, charge set. Two is hot. The perimeter until destination.
Check your bloody fire! I'm taking effective fire!
I am trash. Admittedly.
Taking effective fire!
Ultra One, good effect on targets. Transferring payment now. Ultra One, we got a hit on enemy safes near your location. Marking your TAC map now.
Extract
points marked.
We
I need
should go hit
mid-caliber
this safe.
rounds.
Moving.
I'm gonna go up and then
Ultra
jump.
One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump to that safe house.
Copy. Stronghold.
Or stronghold, sorry. Mer, mer, mer.
Squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
Gun incoming! You're a hard bastard.
Ultra
You're
One,
right.
activity has increased in
Oop,
the area.
he's
Keep your
going.
eyes open.
Enemy infantry.
That was dumb. Sorry, I thought you were like panicking.
I have seen worse.
Don't shoot me, you bastard! Moving here. Look around.
Oh my fucking god.
Big ammo here. You back in the fight.
Bruh. I am so sorry. This gun is just not for me.
Seen worse.
Enemy infantry spotted. Marking enemy infantry.
It's just this one guy as far as I can tell.
Marked an
He's
SMG.
right there.
Enemy infantry. Need medical.
I'm
got you.
sorry. Here's this.
Dropping ammo here.
Extract point marked.
Yeah, so I guess I'll, is there a store around here?
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective
Oof, I'm
fire.
coming.
Don't worry.
Oh shit,
we'll
keep
make
coming,
it.
keep coming, keep coming.
Enemy infantry. Taking effective fire.
Ultra One, your
Oh,
squad
there
is
you go.
scattered. Sticking together
There you
will
go,
help
stop.
you survive.
I've got you, mate.
Sorry.
Thanks. Look around. Look around. Effective fire.
Does anybody need more ammo? Would anyone like some stew?
Moving here.
Oh,
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
yeah.
One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp. Ultra One, enemy operators have extracted a weapons case.
Move in here.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
I'm on my way to come and get you, dude. No.
Ultra One, your squad is spread out. Advise you stay together. Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert. Ultra One, be advised that safe is bringing heat your way. Be ready for a gunfight.
Moving here. Stun grenade out. Loading AP rounds.
Ultra One, extraction is inbound at this time.
Ultra One, this is Dino 4. We're moving to the LZ for extraction now.
Taking fire.
Whew. Nice. New guy. Oh yeah.
Ultra One, Dino 4. We're
Ultra One, the safe is open. Secure all contents.
assault rifle here. Dino 4 is at the extract point. Be advised, we can't stay here long.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Let me go to that safe, I guess. And disputed trust. Yeah.
Ultra One, be advised, that's safe. Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, your squad is separated. Suggest you stick together.
extraction. Be with you soon.
Ultra One, you've secured a tag. That enemy squad will be tracking you now. Stay sharp. Ultra One, the safe is open.
Dino 4 is holding at the extraction point. Advise you get here fast.
Oop.
Marking extraction zone.
Enemy stronghold marked. Buy station here.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location. Ultra One, be advised. Threat level is high in this AO. Expect contact.
Taking fire.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
Yo. What do you
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
I thought you exfilled with homie.
Ultra One, be advised. Winds are picking up. Move to an extraction
That's really
point.
fucking weird.
You're a hard bastard. You'll make it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I still see your fucking money, your plates and shit. Like, oh come
Take an
on,
effective fire.
leave us alone. Fucking, we were so far. I was like, I guess I'm just running, and Reputed Trust just kept following me for whatever reason. I'm gonna get this person killed. So.
Ultra One, your squad is scattered. Sticking together will help you survive. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO.
Car marked.
Oh, for sure, man. Add me or whatever, however that would work. I'm kind of shitting my pants trying to run to this exfil. That probably sounded a little shitty.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your
Station
location.
here.
Sorry, I was fucking with the map. I was trying to find a store. Oh no. This is not where I wanted to fucking be. God damn it. I fucking hate this place. Oh my fucking god.
Ultra One, extraction is inbound at this time.
Ultra One, Dino 4 is inbound for
Ultra One, you've got hot. Ultra One, tag secure. You're being tracked by enemy operators. Stay frosty.
Throwing sentries.
Dude, I can't even get in there.
Taking fire over here.
Ultra One, actual. Radiation is spreading through the area. Advise moving to an extract point.
Taking effective fire.
Dino 4 is at the extract point. Be advised, we can't stay here long.
Took a round.
This is Dino 4. All Ultra secure. We're exiting the AO.
Exiting the aioli.
Semtex out.
I'm going to get the Z fill. Gotta work tomorrow. Yay. I'm excited. Dude added me. No, come on. No friend requests? Really? What was his Name Green Dougie? Little squirrely. What the fuck, Yelly? Laser. Speaking of laser. That's the problem with the suppressor. Hey.
Welcome to the DMZ. Exploring,
Hey,
looting,
Rick,
and
you got,
securing intel will open access to
fan
missions
blowing
and
on your mic
targets.
there.
Expect resistance from local forces and watch for other operators in the AO.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, man.
Marking the hostage contract.
Whatever. Doesn't bother me. Whatever you guys want to do.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO. Ultra One, intel's tracking the position of a high priority target. You have execute authority. Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
Going.
Don't worry, you'll make it.
Yeah, I think they updated some shit. Kind of broke the game a little bit.
Taking fire over here.
We have an ammo box here.
Ultra One, HVT is down. Move in and confirm the kill. Confirmed. That's a high priority target. Bounty payment is authorized. Ultra One, SAM site secure. Airspace locked down. Actual, we've got a lock on an enemy supply drop. Missile out. Actual to Ultra One, positive impact, aircraft destroyed. The cargo is marked on your TAC map. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location. Ultra One, your squad is separated. Suggest you stick together.
Well, shit, guys.
Hostile advanced UAV deployed.
Fuck it.
Ultra One, be advised, enemy attack helo is heading your way. Ultra One, actual, we've got a lock on an enemy supply. Actual to Ultra One, positive impact, aircraft destroyed. The cargo is marked on your TAC map. Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in this area. Ultra One, we lost control of the SAM site. Close air is unavailable in your grid. Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
Marking the hostage contract.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
Where are y'all at?
UAV is bingo fuel. RTB at this time.
I'm got a bunch of loot over here if you guys want. Yeah, I got 2 of them. Yeah, I'm excited. Be able to get in here.
Located an airstrike. Taking effective fire!
I just unlocked like 2 of them. Alright, I'm probably head to the exfil, I guess. I don't know, I mean, I don't know what you guys want to do. I need to drop, well, not the exfil, the store. What, I don't know what you guys want to do, but, fuck is this? Dude, I've been looking for this shit. Yeah, I was trying to hit the sword first. I just now found it because I'm dumb as fuck. I see shit.
Found some armor here.
Are we near one yet?
Requesting recon.
Copy. Advanced UAV is entering the AO. Sweeping for hostiles.
Alright, then,
Marking HLC.
oh, yeah, let's do that. What's up? Oh, right.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO.
Advanced UAV is exiting the AO.
Ultra One, secure the hostage located on your TAC map.
Go get the hostage. Well, when we get the hostage, we'll just act cool.
Enemy UAV active.
You want. That's what I'm gonna. I'm yellow.
Ultra One, you're approaching the target now. Locate and secure the hostage. All other personnel are considered hostile.
Yeah. Waiting on wherever you guys gotta go.
Ultra One, the hostage is wearing an explosive vest. Defuse it before it detonates. Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are
Oh,
taking
damn, boys, I'm on
effective
my way.
fire.
Check the fire!
Thanks.
I thought I was going to die.
Ultra One, explosives disarmed. Proceed to an extract point with the hostage. Actual to Ultra One, winds are picking up in the AO. Advise you get to extraction before radiation moves in.
Right here! Right here! Look around! Get to cover!
Incoming!
They've got a shotgun!
Sorry. I've been zoning in on this. I'm sorry, man.
Taking effective fire!
Get the hostage on the bird. Your call if you want to exfil with them. Ultra One, exfil is RTB with the hostage. Processing payment now. One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp.
Oops. I feel like a dick for pulling that. It was totally an accident. Everything I've tried hasn't clicked. I haven't played Battlefield 5. Wait, was 5 the one that was in World War 1? I have played that, and I fucking hate that. I haven't played it. Give me a minute. Go. I actually just realized what time it was. And I'm gonna get off here. I have to go to bed for work. Oh, I'm sorry. Talk to you tomorrow.